So welcome to this full moon eclipse in Pisces ceremony. And so let me know in the comment. I hope that, yes, I can see the comment on Facebook as well. So today, this full moon in Pisces is really here for our spiritual awakening. It's here for creating the change, creating real change. And so we have to go through so many challenges all the time that, and we're so into our life, into our daily life and what is on, that we can't really often, we don't know how to give time to ourselves, and we don't know how to really go in and go and see and hear and feel what is happening inside, which is where all of our power is, okay? Our power is fully inside of us. And so this spiritual awakening we're going through, we need to create strong boundaries against the outside and how it can come in. You know, it can come in our head, it can drive us, we can easily fall. And really, this is a time where it's the last time that we're really moving from Pisces age of conflict and wars and duality into Aquarius age, where it's all about new golden era, community, love, being together, working together. And as I say, you know, when we're together, it's easier. Doing it together, it's easier. And that's why I've been starting to do this community. And I've had my first offering actually activating your inner queen, because the inner queen, she's the one who knows how to go in. You know, this is the first step. You know, then you want the awakening and then the transformation. And transformation will never go as an easy step. Transformation is difficult because to go through transformation, we need to make sure that we let parts of ourselves die first, and we need to meet with those parts. And those parts, they're the parts of the ego, you know, they're the parts, I've got something in my eye. They're the parts that really keep us in the fear. And so there's so much fear, and you know how fear cultivates fear. So those parts in ourselves that cultivate fear, well, we need to learn to say goodbye to those. And then when things happen and fear comes back, to learn to let it go again and to be with the love and with the joy and the compassion and the gentleness, which is really, really, you know, what I want to bring in my teaching. You know, I'm here, I never see myself as being above of anyone. I always see myself as being a guide and as being at the same level of everyone else. And so I've been on my own journey of learning to what's the consequences when I don't follow my lead, when I don't follow my heart, when I don't pay attention to all the signals that come inside. You know, I went through that journey quite a difficult way. And so we need to all want to go in a little bit. And that's why I do Monday meditation, because that's exactly what Monday meditation does. It helps you go in. And every Monday, I help you go in, see what's happening, and then, you know, depend on the theme, and we move things to go into a better place. So when you come, you're in a certain state, and always when you leave the meditation, you will be feeling better and you'll be feeling renewed. The thing is, this is not only what needs to happen, you know, there's more introspection. So for this for this full moon, it's a time of closure and it's a time of completion. So we back into this, it's like, what is still in a Pisces age that I'm leaving behind? You know, being bullied by others, not being seen properly, not being recognized, but being in the ego a lot and comparing myself with everyone else and looking and thinking in a way that makes me feel miserable a lot of the time. And that's what I call sabotage. You know, so what do I think and what do I do that makes me feel bad? Do I really need to feel bad like that? No, you don't. And so awakening from these things is hard because, you know, you realize that you're the one who really does most of it. So, and you use what's happening around you to do that. So for the full moon, usually ceremony, it's a time where we are full, you know, and the moon is full light in the darkness of the night. So the moon is opposing the sun. So as the sun sets, the full moon rises and will be like a light in the dark sky all night. And in those times, the veil, what we call the veil, is thin to see beyond what is just in front of us. That's why if you go in at the time of the full moon, then you'll see, you know, you see beyond. And that's the time to go in. And the eclipse is like accelerator of this transformation, because the eclipse will eclipse something in and then eclipse something out. So something, you know, come into your consciousness and then something else has to eclipse out. And so I've made my really big decisions always around eclipse time. You know, it's been really, I'm quite affected by the energies of eclipse. Hello, Audrey, nice to see you. And so today I'm talking more about the full moon and guiding to do like a little ceremony for you. I don't think I'll do a meditation this morning. So the eclipse is this accelerator, you know, eclipse in, eclipse out. And it's really a place where you are able to connect to your higher self. And who is your higher self? The one that doesn't sabotage you all the time. Yes, we agree. I think it's easy to agree on that. And so to prepare for the full moon ceremony, you know, I mean, I've got a beautiful altar behind that I've done for my activating your inner queen group. So it's really nice. I don't know if you can see. Anyway, I think it's there. It's there. It's beautiful. So you can have a little altar. You can have just a candle. You can have a bit of sage, you know, like you don't have to have too much. You can have your favorite crystal. You can have your favorite crystal, or you can have a little altar that's there for you to always help you go back in, to know what's in me. What's in me wants to wake up. And then first we're gonna start with sitting up. So you have a piece of paper, and to this month, it's a full moon in Pisces. So you could have some kind of ritual with water as well. So first, always start with gratitude and the overflow. What does overflow in your life? What overflows in your life? What are you grateful for? Well, I'm grateful for having the courage to create this little group of activating in the Queen and having a wonderful time with everyone. I am grateful for my new home in France. I am grateful that I had the courage to come and move to France. I'm still not sure why it's all happening, but that will come clear soon, I hope. I'm grateful. So what are you grateful for, in your relationships? What are you grateful for in your work? What are you grateful for with yourself? What are you grateful for? And so sometimes it's hard to see what we are grateful for because we are so focused on what we need to fix. And it's easy to want to be a fixer and to want to fix anything and to want to fix everybody else and to not have this really spirit of gratitude and spirit of celebration. So there's a lot of completion, little closure, and for me, is this old life is really finishing, where other people tell me what I need to do. I was never really listening, but it's still, I'm still waking up to a lot of things. I'm still waking up to a lot of things. So first, write a piece of paper and write down all what you're grateful for. And then, during the full moon, and especially with the eclipse, your emotion, everything's going to be really, you can be quite jittery inside. You can have a lot of tension and your body can be, really unstable. And because that's what happened when we want to have a transformation. When we go into transformation, we change. And so as we change, we are unstable and it's uncomfortable. And so what keeps us unstable and what comes up are the things that we need to let go of. These things don't come up for you to be pissed off at it, really. These things come up to show you, oh, I have all these emotions, I have all these things coming up. Maybe this is not serving me. Maybe I can let it go. Last weekend, I was in Nice with my family, and I acted really weirdly with my nephew, and it was like his mom gave me instruction, and then I just acted it out, and I was not very nice. I was quite horrible, actually. The poor guy. And then it was like I woke up after and said, I don't need to do that. I do not need to do that. I do not need to be like that. So I will let that go for sure. And I felt so sorry for him and for myself. And so things will happen and we can pretend it didn't happen. A lot of people do that. Or we can blame other people. We can blame the government. I mean, if you're in America now, you can blame and go into this duality of the election, who's going to do what, and how, my God, that can really stir you out of your path where you feel strong and you know what you want. So, you're the only one who knows what you need to do. So what else, maybe in a relationship, some relationships are not working properly and you want to improve that. And so how can you improve? What can you let go to improve that relationship? What can you do? What can you let go of? And then within yourself, how you look at yourself, how you sabotage yourself, how you let really, you bring too much negativity, and there is so much negativity in the world. I mean, you just turn on the TV and watch the news and there's only negativity and fear and war and conflict and poverty, and it's horrible. Stop watching the news. That's something you can let go of. I've let that go a long time ago. And I still get news, but I don't need to bring the bad news in my lounge room all the time. And so I'm very happy I don't do that anymore. My laundry room is a sacred space. My home is a sacred space. My body is a sacred space. It's a temple. It's my temple. I live within my temple. How can you change your world to make it a beautiful temple for yourself? And if you live with a lot of people, you can have just a little space. Even if at the end, the only temple space you can do is in your shower or in the toilet. The boys, they like to go in the toilet to hide, don't they? Well, the girls, we can hide in the shower. It's much nicer. So as you can write down on a list all the things you let go of, then at the end, what I love to do is to always use fire to burn it. Because when we burn it, we bring the spirit and we transform. We transform, we bring it out to transform, to come back to us in a different way. And then what I really recommend is to go and swim in the ocean, in the sea, in the river. And if you don't have any of those, go and swim in your bath or in your shower and cleanse all of your body. And as you have your shower and have your bath, to really bring consciousness to let go of all these things. All the things you want to let go of, all the things that come from fear. Which kind of decision do I make when I'm in the fear? You know, and people want to build like this big castle and this big fence around themselves, big protection, and make decision only from fear. And so when you do that, you end up just cultivating the fear, and fear, fear bring more fear. And as we all know, fear is false evidence appearing real. And so the reality is what you really create. And when you make your decision from fear, sadly, you create things that just gonna entertain and cultivate this fear. So we want to learn to let go, to feel stable. And that's why, Monday meditation is good. To feel stable within, to do that kind of work, to feel stable and to know what do I not want to do anymore. So, wow. Let me know in the comment how that was for you, because, I just felt like today was not going to be a meditation day. And because of this eclipse, I really wanted to bring you support around that. And I feel like if you want, you can go through my list, my videos. I probably can put a link in this video of YouTube of letting go of full moon ceremony, letting go meditation, because it probably works still now. So let me know in the comment how that's going. I'm just waiting to see if there are